Couple pencils.
Oh! Fuck. So, can you?
Now that I understand the fundamentals, yes. I'll need to feed a series of manual instructions directly into the engine. It'll take some time, but I can...
Time we don't have. Just get started.
Oh, Goddess. Alright.
Oh, that dude. We're running out of people to kill him with. Oh, wait, no, she could kill him. Okay, good. We're good. Oh, wait, he's still got the Space Marine gun.
Only she knows.
We won't be shutting anything down, even if you threaten to shoot me.
We're not shooting any... Mr.
Dude,
Mr. Westhouse.
face tats, not even once.
What are you... Oh, God.
What are you doing? You're not supposed to be here.
What?
You betrayed me. You're trying to destroy everything I've...
Force choke.
You were a tool, Helena. Nothing more. Did you think I'd let you play God? Existence is an accident. It was never meant to be dreamed. There was just dreaming and undreaming. For every creation.
Let's do them all.
Let her go.
Oh, dude, you still really gotta get a doctor to look at that.
You're not supposed to be on your own. You've been causing so much grief. They don't understand you. They don't understand that there needs to be balance in all things. Life and death. Light and darkness. Creation, destruction. Dream and undream. All things in balance. It's time to come home and to dream new dreams.
Man, this guy racist fast.
It's working. It's working. The engine, it's spinning back around, reversing the instructions. The vortex is winding down. Thank goddess. It's working.
Yay. The peasant's rejoice.
Nice.
Man, and now we just have this super ugly tower. Like, come on, guys.
What are we gonna do with this?
I know, right?
It's zoned
They're
wrong.
here, Vamon. Harmy's men, the rebels, and your men too. Deserters. Goddess, save us. They're here. How did this happen? Were your men not supposed to remain loyal? Did you not make me that promise?
I killed Harmy. But his men must have got to mine. They saw the tide turning. They were spooked when the tower lit up. Sorcery. They believe it's sorcery, and they blame us.
So do something about it.
What exactly do you want me to do? Convince them to change sides again? It's over, sire.
Everything's falling apart.
Yes.
Goddess, why have you abandoned me? I thought I was doing your work. So we stay here, and we face them when they come. You and I, together. We tell them we were misled by the Prophet, like so many others. That we believed we were acting in accordance with the wishes of the Goddess. Perhaps the light will shine upon us, and we'll be spared. Or at least, we die with our heads lifted to the sky, redeemed in her glory. Vamon, we can walk the slopes of the First Mountain, hand in hand. You'll do this for me, Vamon. Because you love me, and you wish to protect me.
He's about to shank her. Watch this.
We share the responsibility for this. We...
Oh, well, I mean, pretty close.
It was
Tried
close.
and executed in ignominy. Her shame was too great.
Careful where you stand with your back to
She
during
jumped.
a cutscene for a long time.
Right?
She had misled everyone, including the commander. I will let you take credit as the sole architect of our grand scheme, sire. I grant you that gift.
Gotcha.
This stupid rat tail thing.
That really has to go. I mean, come on, guys. Everybody Wang Chung tonight. You know that's what she's listening to, too.
Guess I'm just a gust of wind, moved on quickly, almost unnoticed, but quite powerful. A rush could easily have blown your defenses down, could easily have blown your defenses down. Did you hear me whispering hello? Did you see me waving goodbye? Did you notice that I didn't cry?
Yay, dads.
Your days I don't mind. It was worth the try.
Oh, my darling boy. I'm sorry you were caught in the middle. I'm returning to Sadir. This has been a setback for us, but we will persevere. Without the Prophet. The Council is ours. We control the army. We may not be able to rid the world of magic yet, but we can cleanse Azadir. we can prepare for the war ahead. I'm doing what needs to be done to save the soul of our nation. To save our people. To save you, Kian.
Man, at least she didn't shank him again.
When you reach the first mountain,
she wanted to.
She was tempted. She looked for a knife, but she's like, I can't find it.
The number of plot points they want to wrap up is directly proportional to the amount of loading screens.
Yeah, and like the music keeps cutting out. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because this probably like how he just like tried to like slow. Wow, more shanking. This is like the shankiest game in the world.
What? You?
That's right. You left me to die on a street once. I'm just returning the favor.
But you were nothing. Just
a slave girl. I'm free now.
No! No! No!
Fade to cutscene or to loading screen. Yeah, you know, there's I don't know. I try not to like hold loading screens against developers. Obviously, you have the engine you're working with, but
maybe there could have been a better way to do it than to just cut all the time to new things.
Some of the Thief games were like that, in which they had this like really great story, but it was just interrupted by cutscenes. Thief 3 Deadly Shadows, I think, is the one I'm thinking of. What? Like... Okay. There's our elephant friends. I'm gonna be honest, I did not expect to wake up in the bunk room of the rebels.
Yeah, that is kind of weird, isn't it?
Look, there's our dragon head.
Bob, they cut it down, but they weren't able to drag it with them. This head belongs here. Weird. Whatever they decide to do with the Enclave, this will remain here as a symbol of the Resistance and our struggle. The General lived a long life, filled with both triumphs and regret.
Not good at farewells.
But he ended. It won't be forever, Shepard.
Perhaps not, but I must follow the herd before they're forever lost to me. I hear their songs every night. I can still pick up their scent on the morning winds, but it's getting fainter by the day, and they are farther and farther away from me. If we meet again, it will be when the herd returns to the Northlands. The world is changing, and there may not be room for us here anymore.
If not in this life, then in the next. We will walk the green slopes of the first mountain together, and speak of other things than war.
We will. I wish you were staying, Kian. But I understand that you must go.
Our war isn't yet over.
And neither is the Restoration, but I can't stay, Kian. I know I should, but I can't. I miss my own, and I was never... This life was never for me. I'm not a warrior. But there was no one else.
Enu will step up in your absence. It's time.
It is. She will do fine.
I'll ask the goddess to watch over her.
I thought you'd lost your faith, Kian.
In those who claim to speak for the goddess, yes. But my faith in her is stronger than ever. She guided us all to where we needed to be.
And now she is guiding you to Sadir?
I believe we have the light on our side, Shepard, and that our enemies walk with the shadow. false prophets, and those who follow them. There will be a reckoning.
Will you return with the entire Azadi army?
There will still be unrest, for a while. Half the troops will stay behind to help with the restoration. The rest will join me. The 6 were deceived by the Prophet and Utana, and their so-called masked council. Even without the Prophet, Utana still pulls the strings in Azadir. I'm not sure we can avoid civil war. The Mother won't relinquish her power easily. It will be an uphill battle.
Then the sooner you can get there, the better.
I'm bringing Naane. She asked to join me. She wanted to repay a favor. I hope you'll forgive me for not asking you first.
First Liko, now Naane. She can do more good in Azadir than she can here in Mercuria. And we have Enu. It will do.
Have you seen Elena? Anna? After last night...
She left. I think she needs some time away. But you'll see her again. I don't think she can stay away from you for very long, now that she's found you again. So... farewell then, Kian. Until next time. And thank you. For everything.
I should be the one thanking you, Shepard. For giving me a second chance.
That was all you. Keep Liko alive in your heart. Bring his song back with you. To his homeland. To yours.
I promise. I'm happy to see you back on your feet.
Thanks to Naane. She stopped the bleeding in the whole, you know, dying horribly from a festering gut wound thing. Yay, sorcery! It's a good thing she was around. If she hadn't been...
Gugum. Gugum. Gugum.
What?
Death noises. That was pretty good.
I'm sorry I wasn't there to see things through to the end. I feel like I let everyone down.
We wouldn't have made it this far without you, Enu. You let no one down.
Thanks. You? Don't leave.
This war isn't over.
I know, but don't leave. We can't fix things here without you. And without Liko? I mean, who will help us make the right decisions and deal with the Azadi and secure peace between humans and magicals and...
You will.
Wait, what? Me? How? What?
You're the strongest and bravest person I know.
I don't... But... No, you see, I haven't... Huh?
The others trust you and admire you. They'll listen to you. You've proved yourself.
Okay, now you're going to make me cry. That's not fair.
You'll be fine, Enu.
Oh, okay, here we go. Floodgates wide open.
Goodbye, Enu.
I love you. I mean, in a friendly way. I mean... screw it. Goodbye, Kian Alvane. Prophet, General, whatever else you're going to accomplish with your life, and I'm sure you will accomplish a lot. Good luck. With everything. Go save your nation. Okay, all right. We have so much work to do.
First, we gotta clean up all this crap from these dead people. I mean, I don't imagine he expected that.
Hey.
Who are you? Where do you come from?
The Ether. I followed the songlines here. I walk between worlds. I'm Saga.
Saga. Thank you for saving my life, Saga.
Oh!
I guess you could say it's fate that I ended up where I was supposed to end up. Not due to any actions on my part, but because the choices I've made led me down this path. You're welcome.
Without you, I wouldn't be here today. The resistance
like a 2-hour
will fail.
inner monologue. Just,
Perhaps.
you're welcome.
Anyway, thanks for saving the world, then.
I think our friend Zoe deserves much of the credit for that.
I hope she pulled through.
I'm sure she did. If not, I would know. We all would. She's...
Important? Oh, yes.
How did you know to be in the right place at the right time?
Does it matter?
Who is this woman? Her secrecy and lack of respect is... Who in Shadow's name are you?
Saga, I already...
I know your name. Who are you?
It's going to take a while to explain. Luckily, we'll have plenty of time before we get to Sadir.
Sadir?
Capital of the Azadi Empire, situated where the 6 rivers meet the...
Stop playing games, woman.
I'm coming with you.
What? Why?
Because that's how the story goes. It's been written, and we can't change that now. We have a war to win. And then, in another decade or so, there's going to be an even bigger war. You'll definitely need me for that one. Us. You'll need us. It's been foretold, Bloodless King, for thousands of years. Seriously, I promise I'll cover all of it when we have some quality time to ourselves. Oh, and one last thing. You may not like this one. Yet. You're going to adopt me.
Adopt? What?
I'll need a name, in Azadir, a surname, otherwise I won't be useful to you. No one listens to a nameless person, and it's not like we can just get married. So you adopt me and bring me into your family, and I take your name and become a princess. Saga Alvane. I like the sound of that. I've never had a surname. We didn't need one.
What are you talking about?
Again, I'll explain soon as we leave. And we should leave soon, because Sadir needs you.
Got it. Yes. Yes. To Sadir. But unless you explain everything, I'll toss you overboard before we're halfway there. Understood?
I can live with that.
Good. Adopt.
Mm-hmm.
Also, how did you get here? How did you know I was in the Enclave? What was that portal? Can you open portals anywhere? Why not
Everything. I pinky promise.
Light save me.
Alrighty.
Good morning, sunshine.
Oh no, not again.
I promise you, it's for real this time. Do you need anything? Do you need water? The curtains closed, or...?
No, it's okay. The sun, it's good.
The doctor said you'd be waking up. I wanted to be here when you did, to... well, to explain.
Did we win?
We're still here. The bad guys are gone, so I guess we did.
What happened at the end? There was a bright light, voices, and nothing. Darkness, and then, well, this.
I don't know. That thing that came through, it wasn't human. It tossed me aside like I was nothing. I'm lucky I wasn't killed. I tried to get back on my feet, but then there was a blinding flash of light.
Is he
faded,
like a priest? What is this
took a second
outfit
or
he's
two,
wearing?
and then there was just you. No one else. I thought you were dead.
And Helena?
Gone. Perhaps that thing... Anyway, she won't be back. If she survived, she'll stay away. Too many people want her locked up. Or dead.
Whatticorp? Are they still after me?
Oh no, they've got enough problems on their hands. Your friend Sully broke the story. They've been linked to the suicide bombing in Propast, to political payoffs, to corruption, and their plans for the Dream Machine were exposed. No one's going to want to log back in anytime soon. The Syndicate's under pressure from the other corporations because of their relationship with Wati. The Eye is under investigation too. They've pulled their operatives from Europolis. That article made shockwaves. Sully sounded really happy when he called. He'll be even happier when he hears you're awake. Wati Corp will probably survive. The Dream Machine will not. And without that, they couldn't care less about you. About us.
That's good. And Reza, is he...
When Eingana was destroyed, DreamNet shut down. Wati could no longer control him. He's okay. Confused, but okay. I called him this morning. He's on his way down.
Oh, okay. Dad, what were you doing in Mumbai with that woman?
I didn't know any other way. Unless I cooperated, Wati was going to take you away. Helena convinced them to let us bring you to the lab. They believed we were working on improving DreamNet, while Helena was secretly working on her project. Altering reality.
How?
Use entangled particles to affect the quantum state of dreamtime in order to reshape the physical universe. Change dreams, change reality. Helena spent 30 years on this project. We were partners. But it was always her project, her theories. I'm not sure I ever believed it would actually work, but she was determined, and I...
You made me.
We did. I don't know if you'll ever forgive me for not telling you the truth, but you began life as an experiment. Our goal was to create an individual capable of existing in both realities, the physical and the dreaming. Someone who could change the world with a single thought. With dreams. But it didn't work.
Who sits down like, we should create someone that...
just a child. To your mother, you were an asset she could use and discard, but you were my little girl. That's why I left. You were only 2 years old. Helena had given up on you. In exchange for my share of Jiva, she let me take you away. I thought it was over. I didn't know she'd come back for you.
There's too much to process right now. I can't. I'll need time. And I'll need the whole story, from beginning to end, all the way back.
Of course. I'm really sorry, Zoe. I let you down again.
Dad, stop. You did what you had to do to save me. I still need to understand exactly what happened, but I don't blame you. Where are we? Still in Jiva's Mumbai lab?
No. This is the real deal. We're back home. Back in Casablanca.
Okay. Good. I want to stay.
In the hospital?
I want to go home. To our house. I miss home. I miss you, Dad.
I've missed you too. Of course you can come home, sweetheart.
But I'll be asking tons of questions, and I expect honest answers. No more protecting me from the truth, okay?
Okay.
Right now, though, I just want to sit here and watch the sunlight. I'm sick of sleeping. Sick of dreaming. I want to be awake.
Dude doesn't even knock. I don't know. I don't know about this Reza, dude. It's a baby crow.
Tried to get out of here for years. No longer know what I'm doing. Well, I just disappear. I'm getting scared.
The monkey's the
and
dad.
My heart starts pounding. I try to scream, but there's no sound. I am falling. I'm falling. When will my feet hit the ground? I am falling. I'm falling. But I'm not going down.
Hey, you.
Am I awake or am I dreaming?
Every year, it gets colder. Now let's see if we can't put some life into you.
Oh my, rekindle the fire. Oh, jeez. It's just... well, there you go. The comfy chair. This one.
It's freezing out there. You should not have let me go outside. Brr.
You're a big boy. What imbalance were you thinking?
Fresh air. And I was going a bit stir-crazy inside.
You know very well it's not safe. Paths shift with the wind between worlds, and the song lines are fragile things at the best of times. One discord, and you could end up lost forever. Just like...
You worry too much, old woman.
Oh, old woman? Huh? You're no spring chicken yourself, bird.
Oh, bird me. I've survived worse. Anyway, time to dry my cold feathers by a roaring fire while I enjoy a saucer of sweet sherry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you. You can't.
What? I can't what?
Be here.
You're not serious. You're serious.
I'm receiving a visitor, and she mustn't see you. There'll be too many questions. Questions I can't easily answer.
And who, pray tell, is this very important visitor?
I will tell you. Afterwards. Go upstairs and warm yourself by the chimney. It won't be too long.
After all these years, I get no respect. No, don't say anything. It's fine. I'm going upstairs. Just don't expect me to come back down again later. Or ever.
I'm making shortbread.
Call me when it's ready.
All right. Okay, so we're getting a few recommendations here in the chat too. So this is another, we kind of skipped it in the Rebel Enclave, but yeah, you can go around and talk to all of these things. Seeing as we're going on 2.5 hours here, I'm probably not going to do all of them, but it was recommended we at least look at some portraits here. So let's look at a couple.
Someday, At the very end, maybe we will meet face to face before the cycle begins anew. Someday,
okay.
At the very end, it's hard sometimes to separate my own memories from what I've read and heard. April's journeys are vivid to me, but also dreamlike.
Let's look at the parents.
I
here.
like to think Papa found Mama in the end, and that they lived out their lives together somewhere green and beautiful. I miss you guys.
Yeah, this is actually a really sad kind of story here. I guess the mom got lost, and you know, we don't really know what happened to either her or the dad in the end. So let's see, what else do we have?
Worlds like that one are jarring. Everything just slightly off. It's like it was designed to keep me on edge, and I have such a hard time understanding post-physicals. She came to me when I was a child. She spoke to me, comforted me.
I'm not sure what that is. Alright, we'll check out a few more things here. What are these?
Still so many worlds unvisited. So many universes left to traverse. But time's running out for me. One of my older works. I must have painted that when I was in my late teens. I won't mess with this one, but I think I'd like to revisit this particular scene in a painting. Perhaps something that goes further back, to the beginning of the journey. Dragons and dreams. Our bloodless king. He did not enjoy that throne, but he never complained. Not to me, at least. Even my endless teasing couldn't faze him. My dearest Kian, I miss our long conversations. I even miss how every single one of my jokes passed over your head.
Guessing
Not
Kiana's
bad
dead.
for a 7-year-old with no idea of what was happening to her and why she was having such vivid dreams.
Alright, here's one of Zoe.
Brave Zoe. It couldn't have been easy getting caught up in events and wanting nothing more than a quiet, normal life. From what I've heard, she lived a long and fulfilling life. And I know she passed the dream on, or all this wouldn't be.
Kind of a weird carpet. Alright, I can't tell if it's like, is this like graffiti or is it the carpet? It looks like it goes off the rug. It's very strange. Is it shadow? I don't know where the shadow would be coming from. Alright.
Rose loved to tinker with her creations. Now, where did those dragonflies of hers go?
Yeah, the Queenie.
I'll make some tea to go with the shortbread later, after my guest.
All right. Well,
has
we're
left.
gonna sit in the chair, and I believe this will push us towards the end here. We didn't look at all the relics or whatever, but that's okay. I mean, that was my guess.
Welcome, April Ryan.
I don't really understand. Like, like, do people just wander Dreamtime when they're dead, or is April special? Like, I don't.
Well, and that was from The Longest Journey. So there's a scene where you're actually escaping, and she runs into that room, and you actually just kind of run through there.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. Dreamfall Chapters, the third in the series of The Longest Journey. A really, really good game. I mean, a lot of good questions, a lot of good character building. I mean, that's what these games, again, to me, have always been about, is just some really interesting characters that are pretty easy to like, even though they're not perfect.
Sure.
I always thought they did a really good job with that. The Longest Journey, Dreamfall, is still, even though I can't remember specifically all of the story threads, because again, it gets kind of complicated, sort of the feelings and emotions that the game kind of stirred in me. You don't get that a lot in video games, right? Like, video games are okay at, like, sometimes making you laugh, sometimes scaring you or whatever, but making you kind of reflect in words sometimes is something they kind of struggle with. And I feel like this series has always done a pretty good job, again, by focusing on the characters and their individual flaws and what makes them good. So,
well, and I think there's a lot of world building too. That's one of the things that really strikes me about this, is just the enormity of, it's an adventure game that takes place across two worlds. It could be a game about just one, but then they, across three different protagonists, Sidekick Bird, and other characters, and cultures and maps and countries and politics and all of that, and it just is large.
Yep, really good game, really great game. Thank you everyone for joining us here through this many episodes now, many weeks it has taken us to get through Dreamfall Chapters, and I think it was worth it in the end. I think a lot of times we try to bring new stuff to this channel every Monday, but we're not afraid to kind of shake things up, and I think this was a good sort of diversion, and I
a
really
good pick
enjoyed
for it in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think this is probably a game. I tried to play it once or twice before and never got really very far. So I'm glad we sat down and played through it, and that we did it together. And thank you for joining us. So we do this every week here on the Game Bytes Show at twitch.tv/GameBytes Show. You should definitely subscribe. And I don't know what we're gonna do next week, but we'll think of something good. And if you're just watching this, or you're just kind of tuning in, or you missed parts here and there, the entire series of Dreamfall Chapters that we recorded is up on youtube.com/GameByteShow. We've created a playlist for that, so you can go through and watch through it. It'll probably be about just around 40 episodes, I think, when I get these all kicked out. So again, thanks for joining us. Join us on our audio podcast, GameByteShow.com. We do that twice a week. You don't want to miss that. Head over to Twitter at GameByteShow. You can find me at red_I.
You can find me at Jeremy_Lamont, and you can find our other two podcast hosts. Legrand Jolly is at Legrand, Legrande, and Dale Jones is at Count Elmdor.
That's right. So, once again, thanks, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.